A man, he's given a lot to that Waterford team this year, hasn't he, Brendan?
Yeah, he has. You know, he's been really through the mill, I suppose, with all of us giving out about his style of play and all this kind of thing. But you know, you'd know by the way his players, they die for him, and you know that's the main thing of any manager. All the guys coming off the bench, Dan as well on the sideline, fantastic hurling men. You know, now they're hurting tonight. There's no doubt about that. The only he is now, my hope is for Waterford hurling that Derek will stick on with it and that he'll give it another go next year, because they've learned a lot of lessons that Galway learned in the last couple of years, and they have a chance to put them into action now. And I know myself, when a manager leaves, I've been in that situation, there's a huge void and a player gets a little bit lost in himself. So for continuity, and I think for Waterford people, I'd love to see Derek involved.
I think what a lot of us don't realise too is that Derek McGrath does a phenomenal amount of work behind the scene as regards keeping the Waterford setup going, and maybe a bit of fundraising as well. He is a very hard working man, and he has put a huge amount into that team.
Very much like a father figure to all them as well. And they're young as well, Des, like, so they have a younger profile, 21 champions last year, you know, so there is a big future, I know. The Brick mightn't be feeling that tonight, you know, maybe Kevin mightn't be feeling it, but they are very young overall.
Well, Galway also featured in today's minor final. They were up against a Cork team.
Alive and well. Yeah, Jamie Barron, the 4 mile waterman, even though he had a dose this week, what a performance today. It just wasn't in the tank. Normally he has such an impact towards the end of the match, but he weighed in with 2 massive points today for Waterford. Just gave absolutely everything as usual, and I mean an all-star year for him. Our second nomination then is David Burke, the Galway captain. The St Thomas's man, led by example today. I think he has been a very steady influence all year, but today 2 points in either half at crucial times in the match. You know, you can't ask for any more for your captain. And the third and final nominee is Garrod McInerney for More and More. What hasn't been said about him tonight by all this panel, I don't think we need to, I suppose, encapsulate that any further, but a massive game today.
Okay, so there are 3 nominees. Let's go back to the City West Hotel and join Michael to reveal the winner of our Man of the Match for 2017.
By the way, in case I forget it, Des, I just want to send best wishes to Seamus Connolly. He's a member of the Galway County Board. Seamus not well at the moment, but I do know he's watching the programme tonight, and I do know that he's enjoying it. OK, we come to the big announcement then, and to help me to do that, I am joined here on stage by Uachtaráin Cumann Lúthchleath Scale, Egon O'Farrell. Egon, you're very, very welcome, of course, to this event once again. I have no doubt you enjoyed the match today, and I presume the Hurling Championship of 2017.
It's been a wonderful year, absolutely outstanding, Michael, and the Hurling Championship has, I think, enlivened all our summers, and there'll be no winter in many counties this year. It's so competitive, so many more counties than ever are now able to compete at the very highest level. We had thrills, we had spills, we had epic games, and an absolutely outstanding final today. So this has been a really outstanding Hurling Championship.
And no matter who won today, obviously there were going to be new champions.
Well, people always enjoy it when they see someone new in the enclosure, and we have to remember Waterford. They contributed today to an outstanding game of hurling, and it's wonderful that they were there along with Galway. And I think people all around the world, as well as in Ireland, were really fascinated by it all, and I've no doubt that it will encourage many more people to, and many more young people in particularly, to play hurling and to compete at the highest level. We saw that, we saw many counties doing it, and in today's encounter we certainly had a competitive game that will be there and will last in people's memories forever.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Egon. Thank you very much indeed for that. OK, you are standing beside the trophy. You're going to make the presentation in just a moment. But the question is who you're going to make that presentation to. Well, I can tell you, because our winner, ladies and gentlemen, he obviously played a great game today in Croke Park. He also made a very good speech today in Croke Park. Our man of the match in the 2017 final is, of course, the Galway captain. That is David Burke. In the City West Hotel, and Egon is going to make the presentation to you. David, many congratulations to you. Now, I have to tell you, Egon was wiping his hands with a tissue earlier on, so he didn't drop the trophy, so I hope that you were okay with that one. I'll tell you what, just leave it on the table there for a second, and we'll have a quick word, because obviously we spoke to you a little bit earlier on. To win an All-Ireland medal, to captain your county, and to win a trophy like this on the day, that hasn't been a bad old day, has it?
No, not too bad, I suppose. I was sitting beside Joe Cooney on the bus on the way up, and we were talking, and I just kind of knew it was our day, because I looked over at Davy Glynn and he was looking for my earphones, and I said, that's not normal, like, so I was kind of saying, there's something good going to happen today, and from there on, it was just the top 6 inches, as I was saying earlier on, and it was just all about belief, and that was the main message I was getting across all year, and that really was it for us today.
By the way, does Davy know and like your choice of music?
I don't know. He was telling me he just had the earphones on. He wasn't even listening to music, so I don't know.
They reckon he just looked cool, and that it. Yeah. This has been obviously a fantastic summer for Galway, and a fantastic year, obviously, for it. And we talked to you earlier on, and this has been the culmination of so many years for teams before you and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it has. I mean, I'm kind of talking same thing over and over again now, but everyone in the room has a connection to someone on the team, and that's huge. And I'm just delighted for everyone that has put in work, whether it was financially or board-wise or playing or coaching or whatever they've done over the years for clubs, just to make this happen, I suppose, really. And it comes down to even lads cutting grass in the pitches and that in Rye or Loch George or Pearse Stadium, wherever you are, because everyone is a part of it. And we'll bring it home tomorrow now to everyone in Galway, and hopefully we'll have a good week.
You're going to enjoy. Listen, David, there are people behind us here, David, and they're waving these little banners. 17G Liam, and that I think says it all. Des, it is going to be a good night here, I promise you.
Yes, congratulations, and you can hear the cheering still going on.
With the Liam McCarthy Cup, it's been 29 years since the tribesmen last brought the trophy west of the Shannon, and they've been busy sharing it this morning with the children at Our Lady's Hospital in Crumlin.
It brings you back down to earth and makes you realise that how lucky you are in a way that to get the opportunity to do what you did, and for me to stand in front of 8,000 people yesterday and accept the cup and coming here today, then it's just so special for GA, and just thrilled to kind of be here and meet the kids.
Well, our Gaelic Games correspondent Marty Morrissey joins us now from the team hotel in City West. Marty.
Yes, indeed, a great atmosphere here at the City West Hotel with all these Galway fans. This is like the Talk to Joe show, because we've two Joes, two legends, Joe Canning and Joe Connolly. Joe Canning, after 10 championships with Galway, you have that All-Ireland medal. A wonderful day yesterday.
Yeah, it's a great day for the county and the west of Ireland, really. It was a long time, I suppose, coming, 29 years, and I wasn't alive to see the last one, so it's great for I suppose the next generation of kids to have heroes to look up to, and it's something to aspire to, I suppose, over the next number of years for Galway,
What was your outstanding memory of yesterday?
I don't know, really. It was funny. It was a bit of a blur, really. I don't really remember much of the match. It was kind of just went by, I suppose. Just meeting family after the match was the biggest thing, mum and dad and stuff like that. So that's why you play the game, and that's why you do it, and to make them people proud. And even having some of the nephews and the nieces out in the pitch after was pretty special. And it was funny last night. You didn't really celebrate it too much with the group on the panel, because everybody was scattered here among probably 2,000 people. So in the next few days it'll hopefully settle down a little bit, and we get to actually celebrate it as a group together, because we've worked so hard over the last number of years. It'll be nice just to sit down with the lads and have a few beers together,
Yeah, and savour the moment. But one of my heroes is standing beside you, Joe Connolly. Thank you for joining us on the 1 o'clock news. What did it mean yesterday to you? You're an All-Ireland winning captain from 1980, but what was yesterday like?
Well, I saw Joe Canning on the dance floor last night in the City West, and I went out and I squeezed him. And it was the tightest squeeze I've ever done in my life, I'd say. With a man. And that's what Joe Canning's win and Galway's win. And as much as I respect and love Joe, I thought of Ollie, his brother, and the great Galway hurlers in the last 30 years who paid tremendous service to this noble county of ours without the joy of winning an All-Ireland medal. So it's a joy for us all. West of Ireland, the West awake, Mayo hopefully on Sunday for a fortnight's time to finish it off for the West. But it's a wonderful, wonderful day for anybody who ever played for Galway. We have this organisation set up, Borrow in a Galway, for past Galway hurlers. 300 of us have come together. Imagine the joy of all of us to see Joe and his teammates, what the Miners achieved in Croke Park yesterday. A wonderful day.
Absolutely. I'm not even a Galway man, and I feel like playing for Galway after that speech, Joe. You're looking forward to going home?
Yeah, can't wait to get back down. I think we're going to Ballinasloe first and then into the city, so we'll hopefully greet everybody when we get back later on.
Well, we look for congratulations to two Joes, Joe Connolly, Joe Canning. Thank you so much for joining us live here on the 1 o'clock news. And for all of you watching, the Galway All-Ireland champions are heading to Ballinasloe. They hope to be there between 3 and 3:30, around 3:30 I'd say, and also maybe 4. But after that, it's on to, of course, Galway City to Pearse Stadium. 6:30 is the time. Be there to welcome these guys home.
Eamon, what's the story?
Yes, good evening to you, Sharon. As you can see, the West is most definitely awake. Thousands of Galway supporters are here in Salt Hill to welcome back the newly crowned senior and minor champions. Already, memories of '88 have been evoked as our Western correspondent Pat McGrath reports now from a very boisterous Ballinasloe.
Everyone needs to have a photo face. This young fan is one of many who've already been photographed with the Lee McCarthy Cup in the last 24 hours. Members of the Galway senior panel were out and about in Dublin early this morning to visit children at Our Lady's Hospital in Crumlin. From there, it was time to head west and bring their bounty back over the Shannon. Waiting patiently for their arrival, thousands of people from across East Galway.
You'll have to excuse me, my voice is a little bit gone from yesterday. For the people of Galway, for the youngsters, it's just magical.
We have a bench today we never had before, and it was the bench yesterday that really changed the direction of the McCarthy Cup.
The buses carrying the minor and senior panels arrived in Ballinasloe just after 4 o'clock. Immediately after touching down on Galway soil, manager Micheál Donoghue met his parents and family.
That's what everything's about, isn't it? Look, it's an unbelievable feeling just bringing it back to Galway, and you know, family's everything, and you know, on these days you just want to experience with your family and stuff, and you know, even when they're not with you in Croke Park yesterday, look, it's just brilliant to bring it back, and it's great now to bring it back here to Ballinasloe and then to Galway then later on.
Soon afterwards, the minor and senior squads were introduced to the crowd. Memories to treasure for supporters of all ages who turned out to applaud their heroes. The impact of Galway's double is evident in hurling strongholds and further afield as thousands turn out to mark a success in the senior ranks that's been almost 3 decades coming. The celebrations will continue in clubs and parishes around the county for many weeks to come. But before all that, there's the small matter of the main homecoming at Pearse Stadium this evening, where up to 25,000 people are expected to turn out. Pat McGrath, RTE News, Ballinasloe, County Galway.
Yes, I'm sure her parents would love to hear that. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by Conor Hayes and indeed Alan Kearns. Alan, good to see you there. Conor, what does this mean from a Galway perspective?
I think it's great from the point of view. Winning in All-Ireland is great. It lifts, everybody gets an interest in it. You see all the kids here this evening in Pearse Stadium, general interest around the county, around the city, everything. It brings everybody on. So nerve-wracking yesterday, but thank God now we were here this evening to invite the lads home, in both minor and senior, particularly senior I suppose, because we've been waiting for that for a long time. So absolutely fantastic.
And Alan, you were there as a dual player. You know what it means for Galway. Hurling means so much to Galway people, doesn't it?
That's amazing. Look, just for the kids here alone, and you know, unfortunately I was involved in 2 losing sides, and we came home here to drown our sorrows. It was brilliant to come home and see such elation and what's going to do for Galway hurling and the minors as well. It was never done before in this county, where we're the minor and the senior in the one day, so it's a very emotional day as well for a lot of people. So.
And of course the bonfires will blaze in Clarenbridge.
And yeah, for Micheál it's huge for our club, Micheál being the manager, and he's been amazing, so he's done a great job, and he's a super team, so we're delighted for him.
And Conor, your mantle is gone. You're no longer the last man to lift the Lee McCarthy Cup.
Thank God for that, yeah, it's great. Second last now.
Do you think they'll do 2 in a row?
They have a good chance, really. I think that it's going to be very difficult for them, but their average age of 25, there's certainly another All-Ireland in them anyway.
Conor Hayes and Alan Kearns, thank you very much for joining us. We'll let you get back to the celebrations. We'll turn our attention now to soccer, and we can go live to the Aviva Stadium.